Hey folks, Adam here from World's Greatest Adventures. Amy and I are about to show you all about the Singapore Airport. And did you know that this airport has been functional for 43 years? It's one of the most luxurious airports in the world. So let's go ahead and check it out and kick it off right about now. So Amy and I just returned from a trip to Singapore where we stayed at the Pan Pacific Orchard Hotel, and make sure to check out that video as well. And for reference, that is a 130-foot tall waterfall in the center of the airport. This Rain Vortex is just one of many cool features we'll see in today's video. So it's kind of fun to see that the bottom floor is kind of lower priced food. This is the basement 2. So the deeper floors will have better prices, and this is kind of the food court area. It literally says fair priced food. So if you're looking to not spend an arm and a leg at the airport and get something more authentic, well, guess what? Go down to the basement 2, and you're gonna see some really cool food, some local food, like show you there, the Don beef noodles. Over here you can see the prawn, which is shrimp, or barbecue chicken wings, delicious. See over here, Hong Kong roast and fish balls. And there's just a lot of different food, including a Western market, so you can get exactly what you want. So this place is called Monster Western, and it has a lot of Western style food, if you will. Sweet potato sticks, popcorn chicken, salted egg, crispy Karaage chicken, so kind of Western. You get a cheeseburger here, some ramen, so lots of options. And just to the side, you're going to see a clay pot with rice dishes. So a lot of cool options. So one of my favorites is the potato corner. If you look way off in the distance, there's also a KFC. And zooming back out, there's an Auntie Anne's pretzel shop, so a little bit American for you. And they have matcha on tap and some delicious sugar donuts. Unfortunately, they're closed. I would have liked to try some of these sugar donuts. And for anyone who's interested, you can see the very base of the waterfall right on that basement floor. It runs all the way down here, highlighted with red lights on this level. It is truly spectacular to see. And again, lots of stores, sushi, a place called Toast Box, coffee. And it's really pretty down here, even though this is kind of the lower price, under probably $5 to $10 for a meal here. It's actually very nice. And how many airports have a bakery inside? And look at how fresh this food is. So $3.80. That means it's about $2.50 or so. You can get a really good cheese twist. Same for a chocolate Danish. Some sourdough rye for about $3 US. Really a lot of cool options here. Just grab and go. Maybe a cranberry pineapple tart for on the flight. And down here, there's also a really cool IMAX theater. Yeah, this is actually just below basement 2. There's an IMAX theater, so you can watch a movie while you wait for your plane. This is the kind of airport you're gonna wanna spend 6 to 8 hours at. You're going to love it. So I'm currently heading from basement 2 to basement 1. This is where there's more of a food court, more sit-down meals. It's a little bit more expensive, but really the food is fairly priced, okay? So I was able to eat here 2 full meals with a couple glasses of water for about $18 US at a sit-down restaurant. At least in Tampa, where I live, that would be hard to do. So really the prices seem fair, and in fact, they seem lower than the area I was staying in Singapore. So the airport prices are quite reasonable compared to outside of the airport. I think people treat this like a true mall. You don't have to go to the airport to enjoy it. This is more of a mall. So this is the B1, kind of the second floor of the mall. of the airport. And you can see there's a food court. And for all intents and purposes, there is a waterfall. How cool is that, right? So we got the so pho chicken. Or so pho. We got pho. And over here, past the Vietnamese place, there's a chicken place, and Amy is waiting for me at the table, so I'm going to join her in a second. And of course, all the hidden restaurants throughout here. There's a food court downstairs. Amy is checking out. This is a vegetarian Vietnamese dish, and I have got, I believe this is a beef sandwich of banh mi from the Vietnamese place right here called So Pho. So many delicious places, and the food court, I gotta show you, overlooks this. It's the bottom end of the waterfall. How cool is that? So you can eat, and for us, we just kept our bags over on the side, and we're enjoying a delicious meal, and Amy is putting the most hot sauce on there that you can imagine. She has a tongue of steel. I challenge any of our viewers to out-eat her when it comes to hot food. Oh, wow.
Getting some of this chili sauce.
It's just all chili sauce at this point.
My favorite part.
It's good? Punishingly good? All right, folks, we're gonna walk over again on the second floor, basically, B2. This is appearing to be quite the mall. It's a mega mall here. World famous. You see that beautiful waterfall behind me. But I want to point out, a lot of people love Don Don Donki. We've done some videos about Don Don Donki before. The donkey store, is that what it's called?
Yeah, the donkey store. We picked them up in Bangkok and in Japan, Shinjuku, and in
Macau.
Yeah.
So we've done some videos about that before, so subscribe and make sure to check that out. But we're just going to give you just a quick overview of the Don Don Donki store. So the Don Quixote store, or Don Don Donki, this is it right here, and it is pretty cool. I don't know if we're going to be able to go through it because we do have our luggage with us. But I might ask Amy, can you hold our luggage for a second? I'm just going to give them a quick tour in. I'll be right back. So for all intents and purposes, this is a multi-purpose store. You can get pretty much anything here. Great place to get souvenirs. A lot of donkey stores, you can even get like groceries and things. But if you need something for your trip, they have it. They've got a lot of adorable little figures. They've got cosmetics from all around the world. You need your tiger balm, this is the place to go. So really a beautiful store. All right, so we're just gonna show you the quick overview of the store. Then Amy and I might pick up some supplies as we go, okay? You can see over here, it's a little bit of everything, lots of snacks. You can get fresh food here. You can get produce here. Kit Kats, they have an entire aisle of them. The main ones, you can get things like lingerie and clothing and all sorts. And yeah, if you're looking for a hot meal, you can even get it here. This is, in some cases, a 6-7 story store in Japan. That's like an overgrown 7-Eleven. All right, very cool though. Very excited about it. Don Don Donki. All right, so Amy is pointing through the attractions. You can see the garden here, very cool. Then there's is this the Master Canopy Bridge? You can go on the Canopy Bridge. They've got a hedge maze as well, look at that. So tickets to this is in Singaporean dollars, which that's about $10 US to go on the maze. There's the walking net where you can walk above the waterfall, very cool, for about 15 bucks. A mirror maze, great for the kids. The bouncy net, lots of stuff to do in this airport mall, if you will. This experience studio, looks like you're riding on the runway. It's amazing. And yeah, just all sorts of packages and things. You can get all your garden attractions together. Oh, you gotta slow down, you're moving quick there. So lots of options there, folks. All right. So yeah, a lot of bundles, canopies, hedge mazes, mirror mazes, and everything you can imagine. So we are carrying our luggage through the airport, much like most people. But if you don't want to do that, there are some kiosks that you can drop off your luggage for about 15 bucks. So if you have 4 or 5 hours or a day before your flight lands, takes off, whatever, go ahead and put that in temporary storage. That's one option because a lot of airlines won't let you check in 12 hours before your flight. So throughout the day, they change the colors, turn out the lights, and really put on a show with this waterfall, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can see it drops right down there, and you can see it in the food courts below and everything, and the different layers of the mall. Behind it, you see the bridge for the tram, and just so much going on up here. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is the centerpiece, the jewel of the jewel, if you will. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Let's bring you to the edge so you can see it up close and personal. I'm getting misted with all the rain. And how cool is that? This reminds me of Willy Wonka. Some bad kid has definitely decided to go swimming down there. The Oompa Loompas had to get him out before they turned on the garbage disposal. That is gorgeous. Oompa Loompa Doompity-doo. Oompa Loompa Doompity-dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
Ready? Whoa! What? That is so cool.
All right, so once you get away from the waterfall, the mall area, if you will, is a large circle, multiple levels, and you can see it's kind of classy shops throughout. So there's just a lot of shopping and dining to be had of all types. But they actually do different presentations, do different shows, I should say, that you can see in the background in a lot of these shops. See behind us. The restaurant overlooks the waterfall, so that's really cool. So there's just a lot of stuff to do here. And again, compared to US Tampa prices, it's really pretty reasonable. Like this butter cream cake, 4 slices, $4.80. It's about $4 US, and that's a pretty good heaping helping of cake. So for the exchange rate, it's doing pretty well. And honestly, like I said, this is lower prices than I experienced in downtown Singapore. So it's kind of nice that this isn't completely a ripoff scam like I've seen some of the airports in the United States. All right, so we're going all the way to the top floor. It's a little bit later at night now. And this top floor should be kind of fun. Give us a different view of the waterfall. Now, like I said, most of the floor is just different types of shopping. It's really a beautiful mall. And then up here, more restaurants. So boy, if you want to go to a fun place to eat and have your pick, boy, there's so much food up here. I think maybe we'll just walk you through. And how cool is this? Now, if you want some butter cake, $24 Chinese New Year edition, 24 Singapore dollars each, a little less than 20 bucks. Amy's already headed straight to this little forest here. Now, most of the trees and plants here are absolutely real. I feel like these trees may not be, but then again, they may be. They may be. They look like they're planted in the ground. And how gorgeous is this, right? I don't know if I can zoom out anymore, but that is cool. And Amy's already over here looking at the top level, trying to get a view of everything. She wants to see the waterfall from above. So we're gonna go ahead and come around, get a view of everything. Hopefully we'll be able to get you on that bridge right in front of us. Whew. Actually, I got a little vertigo right there. That is cool though, right? That's like something out of a Avatar movie. All right. What do you think? And beautiful?
How big these trees are.
Yeah, these are full-size real trees. Real indoor trees that are growing. Don't want to lose my phone. That's a thing, right? The view compared to most airports. You don't get this at most airports. That's surreal. That's from the future. I can't wait to come back to the future. So Amy's at one of the kiosks, and it looks like she's going to get us tickets to check out Canopy Park. Now there's a maze and an additional bridge, a glass bridge you can go on, all sorts of bundles like we showed you before, but she's going to go ahead and pick up some tickets to the Canopy Park. All right, so we're going into the Canopy Park. It's at night, and they actually turn out the lights at night. That's kind of cool. I guess they don't turn out the lights. There's glass ceilings, so the lights kind of go out on their own. Lots of cool colors. Lots of cool trees. Little air conditioning seats.
I don't understand. I think they might be, yeah, they're like air conditioned.
Air conditioned seats.
And I think there's something like, where, I don't know, it's like a drum or something?
She thinks it's a drum.
Maybe not.
Doesn't seem very drummy, but you can sit on those air conditioned seats. I wouldn't be against it.
It is nice though.
Topiary walk. All right, see if you can figure out what this is. What a fun adventure in this park. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, be no evil. That should be the other one. Just don't be evil, folks. This may be sponsored by NBC. It may not. So Amy, it's kind of fun that we get to see this all at night. We have a midnight flight, so we get to see this without any people around it in a different setting than a lot of people get to see this in. So this might be one-of-a-kind video, folks. Make sure to click that subscribe and like button. Lots of cool things to see here, including this little man who's playing a drum. Don't know what it is, but it's a thing. So cool thing about this is that it is still a functioning airport. Yeah, so, and we like to bring you fun stuff that you may or may not get a chance to see. We're fortunate that we got to see this. There's a lot of stuff we don't get to see, and that's why we watch YouTube a lot. We enjoy it. We enjoy sharing our adventures with you. And yeah, thank you again for joining us. It's super fun to have our friends able to watch these videos with us. Say they also have an augmented reality game here. It's called Jewel Quest. Can you imagine playing some Pokemon Go here? This is pretty fun. I don't quite know what's going on, but it's my understanding there's a giant slide at the end of this, and we're gonna go on it. Okay, I have a backpack. That's seems like I should have dropped that off. I'm gonna go drop off my backpack, and we'll be right back without the pack. All right, Amy, get to climbing. Going for it. Later, dude. All right, I'm a little big for the slide, but we're gonna give it a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. We survived. And this section has what's called foggy bowls, and at some point fog is supposed to come out of these and kids really love them. I don't know if we're gonna get the fog, but you can see people having a good time on them, enjoying themselves. And there's Amy. See if we can get her. There we go. No luck in the foggy bowls, huh? Maybe they're not fogging for tonight. Oop. I didn't see none. But it still seems fun. Seems like this would be an ultimate mini golf plots. All right, we finally got some fog coming out. What everyone's been waiting for. Uh-oh, the kids are coming running. Get the fog, get it, run away with it. They're all fogging up now. All right, Amy, why don't you go over to the petal garden as we... All right, why don't you go over and get a little quick video at the petal garden. This is all part of the petal garden. Not sure what that means, but it's got a lot of flower petals and it's a garden, so it might be self-explanatory. Very pretty. I like it too. Yay. All right, so we're back out of the garden. Amy, that was a victory, huh? That was fun. That was fun. We're gonna get another meal and then start heading towards our plane. This mall has a 2-story Apple store. You don't see that everywhere. So again, this is an airport terminal that really functions a lot like a mall. You can come here anytime if you live in Singapore and just go shopping. So really, really cool stuff. All right, folks, thanks for joining us as we checked out the land side of the Singapore airport. Make sure to click that subscribe button and do become a member if you want to see all the behind the scenes footage. This is a really fun place, but we've got even more coverage. Videos launch a little early there, and we give you some extra stuff that you can't see on the public side. So go ahead and join as a member. Thanks for watching, and adios, amigos.